NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on wildcard weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are a few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL. Guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and his pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. B.J. Hill able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
11, 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now it's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the complete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 29 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super wildcard weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
11, 12, 12.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now McManus for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10.
their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. To Mixon on the check down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Burrow.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. And we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 33. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1. Welcome back now to Denver.
Here we go.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Burrow on third down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Gun.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here we go.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Running left, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second and 2. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and 2. Now Burrow. Touchdown! O.J. Howard from 3 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 70 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turns. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them.